Welcome back. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, has refuted claims that the federal government ignored the series of killings in southern Kaduna. Professor Osinbajo made this clarification while speaking during the opening of the 14th National Biennial Conference of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria in Benin City, the Edo State capital. He, however, described hate and religious intolerance as the greatest enemy of Nigeria.
Is the 14th National Biennial Conference of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, with leaders of the Pentecostal community, as well as thousands of their members converging on the University of Benin Teaching Hospital ground in the Ogbowo axis of Benin City, the Edo State capital. Before long, Acting President Professor Yemi Osinbajo arrives at the venue accompanied by the Governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki. The event kicks off with the National President of PFN, Reverend Phyllis Amabude, presenting his welcome address, with the Governor of Edo State addressing the gathering shortly after.
We must ensure all forms of division within the faith. We must embrace wholeheartedly the theme of this conference, from glory to glory.
I acknowledge your overwhelming support and prayers for Nigeria in general, and for the people and government of Edo State in particular, especially in this season of economic challenges.
When the acting president mounts the stage, he did so with a song of praise. And then he delivers his message titled, "Our Greatest Enemy is Hate," in which he chronicled the series of killings that have taken place in the country, ending with the federal government's response to the southern Kaduna crisis.
Since investigations are still going on, it will be irresponsible of me to make any categorical statements, except to say that the approach that the federal government has taken to all civil conflicts is first to allow the governor, the chief security officer of the state, working with the police, to be the first responders.
Before leaving the stage, Professor Osinbajo provides the recipe for national unity.
He says, "You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you."
With all said and done, it is expected that the message of the acting president from this gathering will resonate across the nation for all to learn to be their brother's keepers.
And from there, we move on to sports. Here's Millicent Walker.
Thank you, Jama. Welcome to Sports News. The World Football Governing Body FIFA has confirmed the worldwide extension of sanctions imposed by the Nigerian Football Federation's disciplinary committee against former officials of the Nigerian Football Federation. The officials are Christopher Giwa, Muazu Suleiman, Yahaya Adama, Sani Fema and Johnson Effiong for breaches of the NFF statute and the FIFA's Code of Ethics. The sanctions were meted out by the NFF on May the 12th, 2016. The FIFA Disciplinary Committee says in accordance with its code, the decision was made to extend the 5-year ban on all officials to have a worldwide effect. And Nigeria's Professional Football League champions Rangers have unveiled their squad for this weekend's CAF Champions League clash at GS Saoura of Algeria. The Flying Antelopes named Super Eagles quartet of Carlo Orji, Etim Matthew, Osar Sakura and Charles Henlong are in the squad. Top scorer Chisom Igbuchilam and new signing Fortune Omoniwari were left out of the trip over logistic hitches. Rangers is expected to leave for Algeria on Thursday. And Super Eagles forward Odion Ighalo says he would love to return to the English Premier League in the future after completing a move from Watford to Chinese club Changchun Yatai. The 27-year-old sealed a £20 million switch to the Chinese Super League on deadline day, despite interest from other Premier League sides. Ighalo said his move to China was not down to money and that he is keen on getting back to playing regularly after finding his first team opportunities limited at Watford in the last few months before his departure. Giwa, who was unveiled by the Chinese Super League side on Monday, will wear jersey number 9 for his new club. Avram Grant has stepped down as Ghana's head coach after failing to guide his side to the African Cup of Nations glory in Gabon. Grant, whose contract was set to expire at the end of February, made his decision during a meeting with the president of the Ghanaian Football Association, Kwesi Nyataki. He took over as coach of the Black Stars 1 month before the 2015 AFCON in Equatorial Guinea and took the side to the final, where they lost to Pt.4 on penalties. And that's sports news at this time. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker. Back to Giwa.
Thanks, Millicent. The Israeli government will be going ahead to build at least 4,000 settler homes in the occupied West Bank following a controversial law passed by Parliament. Under the new law, Palestinian landowners will be given financial compensation or alternative land. As expected, Palestinian officials have denounced the law, and so has Israel's Attorney General, who says it's unconstitutional. And the main news again. A special panel constituted by the Inspector General of Police investigating the Rivers rerun election today says it's recovered over 100 million naira from 23 INEC officials as part of bribe allegedly offered to them. The panel chairman, Damon Okoro, made the announcement while submitting the report of the panel in Abuja. Also today, the Rivers State government condemned the police panel report, describing it as politically motivated. And Israel's parliament has passed a controversial law legalizing almost 4,000 settler homes in Palestinian land in the occupied West Bank. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Onyato. Do have a good night.